Woo-hoo. Hey everybody, Tina Hogan Grant here. I'm here live again on my Cuppa A Natter, also known as a live chat. I do this every other Monday, and today I am here with Nancy Carey Johnson. How are you doing, Nancy?
I'm really well, thank you. And I just thought I would show you. I brought my Cuppa with me. It was
cheers.
Cuppa, so you got cheers.
Cheers.
Look at that.
Okay,
Woo-hoo.
we are having woohoo! Before we went live, we're having internet problems. So I'm freezing. Nancy is freezing. If we freeze, let's cross our fingers that, we stay okay. So I see that Karen is here and Janet
Okay.
is here. Am I frozen?
No.
Nancy, am I? No? Okay. If you hit comments on the top right of your screen, you'll be able to see who's here. If you hit the comments on the top right of your screen.
Oh, I see. All right.
Hit that and you see who's here. You got it?
Oh, geez, I'm hitting. Listen to me. All right. Yeah. Oh, I do.
There you go. Now you can see who's joining us. So we got a lot of people joining us. I hope.
Lovely.
Huh?
I didn't say a word.
Okay.
Difficulties. Oh, you gotta love them.
Oh, Alicia's here. B is here. Denise Burt is here. Hey, ladies. So glad you are here. I'm seeing a few that says Facebook user. That is because you're watching the live from my group, and you need to go to the top of the comments and click on the blue link, and that will give StreamYard permission for me to see your name. Otherwise, I won't know who you are. But everyone else, I can see who you are. Nancy's joining me. I'm excited to start talking about her books. You have written 2 books.
Oh, thank you. I have. I am truly an accidental writer. I say that, and I think people think I'm, full of beans. No, seriously, I never thought I was going to be a writer. It never really occurred to me. I'm a singer-songwriter, and so that's all I ever thought I'd do. And so when people started begging me to write a book, I was like, yeah, I'm not a writer. That's ridiculous. I'm not a novelist. And finally, somebody said, no, really, you should. I love your work, and if you do, I'll help you. So I thought, well, okay. So I rolled up my sleeves and got a book written, and then he crapped out on me. I was like, now what do I do? So,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
An old friend said, you need to call Stephanie. And anyway, Stephanie is my editor, and John and I went to school with her. And anyway, so she said, yeah, we can do this. And we did this. And then that was my first book, Life is Good, Wit and Wisdom from a Vermont Homesteader. Like, I'm such a newbie. And such an accidental writer, I didn't even know what to name it. She's like, well, what do you want to call it? I'm like, I don't know. So, because honestly, I say life is good a lot. Life is good. Life is hard. It's rich in hardships. Right. But it's good. Beats the alternatives, I think.
And that first book won an award.
Well, it did. It was a finalist in the humor category and the NIEA awards, and it also in the something book awards. Sorry, I'm really bad about this stuff. I just found out that it was a finalist also in the humor category, but it won in the gift category. So there you have it. It's a little funny because I really wasn't expecting any of this stuff. Yeah,
that's fantastic. You got you first book out and you won an award. Let me see. Yeah. I want to just. Someone's asking if I can see them. Hold on, I'm sorry. Karen Wright's asking, can you see me? Yes, I can see you. If you have any questions for Nancy, go ahead and put them in the comments. I want to read something on Amazon about the description of your life, and then you can go into detail on it, because I was fascinated by the description. You lead quite the life, and I got a kick out of it. So just give me a minute, and I'm going to read this info about your book. This is the one on It's a Good Life, and then we'll talk about the other one in a minute. But of course, now that I'm live, the book went away, and I had it all set up on my phone. Here it is. Hold on. Sorry, but I just love the write-up about the book.
That's all right.
I thought it was brilliant. Did you write it? Did you write the write-up on the book?
No, actually, that was Stephanie, my editor, who's also a writer.
Okay.
And I wouldn't have known what to say.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to scroll down. Here it is. Okay, Nancy Carey Johnson is an accidental writer, a wife, a mother of 4 boys, a guitar-playing singer-songwriter, a deli manager and baker, a gardener, a hemp farmer, and a dog lover. Her witty and wise observations about life in rural Vermont will be turned to crack you up, make you think, and bring a tear to your eye. A relocated Brooklynite, in these delectable essays, Nancy takes us on tour of her life in Poultney, Vermont, with gentle, sometimes self-depreciating humor that points out the ways of everyday life is filled with treasured moments and joys. I love that. I just love that description. So, sounds like, are you off the grid?
No. Sometimes I really like to be off the grid. One of my greatest pleasures, and I count my blessings all the time, but like at Thanksgiving when they say, what are you thankful for? Running hot water. I really like running hot water. and I don't ever take it for granted.
Wow. And you have 4 grown sons, correct?
They are. I had 4 boys in 5 years. They are large. My littlest is my youngest at 6 feet. Then I have 2 at 6'2" and 1 at 6'6". And it was, I used to go, you better listen to me. They're all these big boys. And they were big, and they go, what's a little mommy like you gonna do? Anyway. Good thing.
And I'm sure, you have a brilliant sense of humor. I can see already, and I'm sure that carries into your books. Right?
Yeah, it does. I had told people when they say, well, what are your books about? Because a lot of people really don't know me and assume that I'm writing novels and writing characters, and I'm not. Although I do have some ideas. I don't know if I can really put them together. And right now I'm so busy. But the point isn't that. The point is I have a wicked sense of humor. Too much. But yeah, definitely it comes through because they're funny stories. There are times I'm like, does this stuff happen to everybody in life? And I think the answer is yes, but maybe not as often. Thank you, God.
So these are little short stories that you put together as a collection?
Yeah, not even collections, just sort of different stories. So do you remember Irma Bombeck?
Who?
Irma Bombeck was a very funny Irma Bombeck.
Right.
See that you haven't been here that long, have you? No. She's a very funny lady who wrote stories about life. Yeah.
Okay.
She wrote stories about life and family, and she was very funny. So I've been told my work is like akin to Irma Bombeck. It's chicken soup for the soul. So you go some funny stories and some really poignant ones that really tug at my heartstrings, and so I put them together. Not a rhyme or reason. I think it's just life. The stories of life.
So, but they're based on your life.
Yes, mostly they're based on my life and my experience, and just what goes on in the world.
I love it.
I'm boring.
No. So I'm getting the impression that you live off the land. Am I correct? Pretty much.
Not 1,000% no. We butcher our own meat. I grow a big garden. We put stuff up. We forage. I go to the grocery store a lot. Chips. Oh boy, I wish I could. Forget a money tree. Give me a chocolate chip tree any day. That kind of stuff. I only have 4 chickens at the moment. I hope to increase my flock. It was an experiment, a good one. I enjoyed them. And naming chickens. Oh, that's a whole other story. How do you name a chicken?
I had 17 at one time. I love fresh eggs.
Me
and
too.
At one time I had 17 chickens. But little by little, the flock reduced because of raccoons. So yeah, and after the last one left, well, actually the last one I gave to my neighbor last year because I wasn't about to get any more chickens, and she was lonely.
Right.
And yeah, so as soon as the last one was gone, I said, "That's it, I'm done." But I had them for a good 3 years, so
And it's fun.
it is, and I grow my own vegetables. So I can relate to you. And my husband harvests 2 deer a year, and that is our meat. And that venison is what we eat. We don't eat we don't eat beef. We eat venison, chicken, and fish. That's it.
Wild turkey? Have you had wild turkey?
No wild turkey.
No it's really good.
Is it good?
It's terrific. And it's not full of all sorts of hormones and added whatever things. And yeah, it's terrific.
Okay, I'll have to give that a shot. But I love venison.
Yeah, me too.
He started eating it because my husband's cholesterol was really, really high. Plus, he's a hunter. But we switched to venison about 11, 12 years ago. No red meat, no pork, no lamb. And his cholesterol went way down. So big improvement.
You know what, though? Because venison, deer are eating what they're supposed to be eating. They're not eating what they're being fed. They're out foraging. And it's not just what you eat. It's also what you eats.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to put some comments up, just ones I want to talk about. Here's when you guys are freezing a lot on my side. Great listening, but I'm going to gracefully bow out. We are freezing, unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
The internet, I don't know what's going on, but I've been having issues with my internet provider lately, and it might be on my end, and I'm looking into get a new provider, but of course I have to make the call and get them over here.
You always got to make the call.
Got to make the call. But do you live in like in a rural area, mountains, high elevation?
Yeah. We are sort of on the edge of farmland, just as the mountains just meet the farmland. Seems to be where we end up a lot.
That's okay, because I'm at 5,000 feet elevation.
Wow.
And we got the winds right now, and when the winds come, it kind of interferes with our internet.
Right.
And it's frustrating for me because I do these chats every other week. But apparently there is a provider up here that's really good and really fast, and he has the fiber optics, whatever that is. So I'm going to have to call him this week because I hate, them interrupting my chats.
Damn it. What are they thinking? Yes. I think you need to make the call, Tina.
I think I will. Maybe tomorrow I'll put it on my never-ending list. I also read, I want to, we'll talk about you too. You call your husband Grizzly Adam.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're freezing.
Like Grizzly.
Darn it. There you go. Beard, mustache. Okay. It's really, really funny. A lot of people have called him Grizzly Adams. Big guy, big burly guy. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
what about your husband?
Well, he's Gordon. I call him Gordon. He's a mountain guy. He's an outdoorsman. We did commercial fishing together for 10, 15 years.
Wow.
My second book, Better Endings, is all about my commercial fishing days. So
I'm going to have to read that.
Oh, I'd be honored if you would. But we love harvesting our own food, and seafood is another one. We still have a boat, and we go out 2 or 3 times a year, get our fish, and fill up the freezer. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Where exactly are you?
I'm in Southern California, believe it or not, but I'm in the mountains of Southern California.
For whatever reason, I thought you were in Washington State. At least it's on the right side of the country.
No, I'm originally from England, came over here in 1979 or 1980, but we moved here it's Fraser Park. It's about 2 hours out of LA, 5,000 feet elevation, and we tore down the old house and built this 3 years ago.
Nice.
So yeah, so that's what we do.
And
what's that?
Lovely.
Yeah, you keep freezing. This is so frustrating. So frustrating.
I'm sorry, everybody.
I know. I really apologize. Peggy's asking, Tina, you're a fisherwoman. Love it. I miss living the outdoor. Yeah, when we got out of the fishing industry, we went from the ocean to the mountains. And
right. And there you have it.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time in the ocean too.
Yeah. How long have you been in Vermont?
5 years. I'm just laughing. There's a comment here that says Grizzly Adams wishes he was as boss as your husband in his prime. It's from my best friend who has known him for 30 years practically. So
wow. But you are also a songwriter. You are a songwriter before you're an author.
Yes, ma'am.
And what kind of music?
I'm sorry. I'm a folk rocker, but when you write a book, you don't always have. You're often surprised, I think, at the turn and the direction it takes, because they take on a life of their own. It's the same thing with songs. You think you might be going one direction, and oops, you're going someplace else entirely. And then the things. Oh gosh, I am a songwriter. I've had some of the best validation I never got. I submitted songs one time to several country artists, and I could see that two of them were listening, or somebody was listening to the songs over and over, because there was a combination of 2 songs that I sent to 2 different people. And one was to Rodney Atkins, a solid country star, and the other was to Tim McGraw. I'm like, best validation I never got.
Oh, man.
Pardon?
That's incredible. Are you freezing or am I freezing?
Yeah.
Did you get the validation? Did you get the validation?
No, I didn't get it. But, the validation was listening, that they were paying attention, and then nothing happened. It's like, darn it. Best validation.
Wow. I was supposed to go see Tim McGraw live this year, but it was canceled because of COVID.
Validation I never got. That's all right. Yeah, that stinks. Yeah, and now I see neither one of us. Somebody misses fishing and hunting. Well, Peggy, get out there.
You must know Peggy.
I don't know. I'm just looking over. I'm looking at the comments too. I'm trying to pay attention to you and look at the comments. Yeah, do my characters talk to you?
We are cutting out. Peggy Patterson says we're cutting out. It's still Alicia said it's still an enjoyable chat, but it's just frustrating.
It is.
It really is.
I love country music. I love Tim McGraw. Sorry, all these people. Do my book characters talk to me? Yes, the voices in my head talk to me a lot. They, conflict. Mostly, my life and the different things that have happened.
Yeah.
So it's a funny thing. There is a story about, in my first book, Life is Good. Can you hear me, Tina? Can you hear me now? All right, at least you can hear me.
No, I can see you too. You're actually moving.
Oh, well, you cut out on me, so she laughed me. And there's a lady in a deli listening to a man talking about egg salad. Well, I actually was the lady listening. There are certain things that I don't necessarily say. It was a true story. They're all true stories. I should tell you this. They are all true stories, and even the harebrained ones, and there's plenty of harebrained stories in there, are all true. But I really don't have characters per se. Unlike you.
Is your sons in the books, and is your husband in the books?
Yeah. My son's more than my husband. My husband is featured much more in the Christmas memories.
Okay.
My son's dogs who live with me. One is Goofus, or I call him Goopy. He's my son North's dog, and then Bear and Mia are living with us right now. So I have 4 dogs. But anyway, so the dogs are featured. Friends are featured. People around, out and about. There was one story, like again in Life is Good, where I was on my way to sing at a microbrewery, and I pull up to a stop sign. I go to make a left turn, and whammo, there's a cop that stops me and says, "Excuse me, ma'am, but I think you have no what the hell is it called? System, thing that keeps it quiet." But anyway, and I said, "Well, here you are, honey." I said, "You know what this is?" He said, "What?" He said, "This is a silver car." And he looked at me like I had 3 eyes. And I said, "No, really, this is a silver car, and there's a black truck, and that's a red SUV." He said, I know squat about vehicles, but I can tell you that the muffler system, exhaust system, at least is there. It's a little loud. And he's like, excuse me, man, but have you been drinking? So I was like, no, I don't drink or smoke or drug. But anyway, long story short, he takes all my information. I did neglect to tell him, however, that I was on my way to a microbrewery to play music. He could see my guitar. So what happens is he looks over and he sees my, where is it? Jar of water. Because I usually use a glass of water, not a plastic.
Right.
And he thought it was moonshine. Anyway, so, and we go from there because these are the harebrained things that happen to me. It's all true.
I sounds great. I'm going to be reading your books. Do you write every day?
Most days. I don't write every day. No, you're very disciplined. I write when I'm really hit with inspiration because it's like something sort of clicks in my brain. I'm like, oh, that's funny. Or I can equate different scenarios with something that's going on. So then I sit down and I write it out fast. I don't always have the chance to write it, and I lose a lot of stories, which really ticks me off, but you know, such is life.
I know if I don't write something down, it's gone 10 minutes later.
Gone.
It really has.
Yeah.
It really has. It's gone. Now, your second book, when did that come out? Christmas Memories? When did that one come out?
Christmas Memories came out October 15th.
This year.
And that's, pardon?
This year. This year?
This year. It just came out. So then Life is Good came out August 6th last year, 2019. And the week before it came out, Stephanie called me and said, okay, so I think, have you started on your next book yet? Because I think it should be a Christmas book. Well, I almost fell off my chair, right? And you know what it's like. You know, once the book is written, then the real work begins.
Like, yeah.
Editing and getting it out there and all this. It's like, I had no idea. Who knew? I was in the middle of growing 10 acres of hemp and working and had children and dog and husbands and dogs and husband, oh my gosh. No, don't do that to me, Seth Nance, not to. There was no way. So I'm working on a collection of, and I was, and then June, I went, Christmas is going to be here. I better put this aside and get onto the Christmas book. So I got it, finished writing it in September, and it was out in October.
Wow, you were quick. I always think about writing a Christmas story, but it's too late by the time I want to do it. I can't get it out.
I just got to say, excuse me, this is coming from a woman who's written her 6th book coming out in 3 years. So do not talk to me about that. No.
No, but the Christmas story, I still have to write earlier to get it out by December. But you started it in September and finished it in October?
No. I started it the year before. I started writing some of the stories down, the Christmas stories. And actually, some of them are things I'd written a couple of years ago.
Right.
That really mean a lot to me, like stories about my ornaments. And I take them out and I look at them, and they really, the ones that my boys made, really, tug at my heartstrings. So I wrote that probably 3 or 4 years ago. So I had a few stories from quite a few, so within the last few years. And then last year I started sitting down and writing a bunch of stories. And then this year, starting June, literally every free moment I had, I wrote. That's what I did. I went to work and I wrote. Well, I had a deadline. I'm like, oh boy.
You're frozen. Oh, there you are.
I started a Christmas book right now.
A Christmas book for next year.
January, right? Your next book is out. So now that's when you sit down and start writing Christmas.
Well, I got 2 series going at the same time. No, I got 2 series because I have the series coming out, the last book in January, but I still have to write 2 more books on the other series. And that'll take me through to the end of the year. So maybe 2022, I can think about it.
Oh, no, take a break. Get the Christmas one done. Yeah, stick with me. I'll lead you the wrong way. I'll definitely lead you astray.
I would love to write a Christmas book. I will try for it. I don't know if I can do it next year though, but you never say never, right?
No, definitely don't do that. Oh, thank you, Lisa.
So someone asked, I think it was Peggy, asked, how long have you been writing? I think it was Peggy.
I have been writing not that long.
Not that long. Peggy and Peggy asked the same question.
Oh, so really I started writing when a friend said, hey, I'm sick and tired of all these angry political Facebook posts and regurgitated memes. Tell me about your day. Tell me what you saw, what you thought. So I did. And from there I gained readers and who said, you really need to write a book. And that's when I said, no. So honestly, I've been writing 3 years, probably, maybe 4.
And you've got 2 books out now. Do you have plans for another one coming out next year?
Yeah, I'm going to hopefully have the critter stories out. I'm probably not going to worry too much about it till after Christmas because I'm like, oh, Christmas is in 3 weeks. I don't have a single Christmas gift. Oh boy.
I have not even started. I'm terrible. I just haven't done a thing. I've got no tree up, no decorations up yet. Haven't bought one gift except for the hop that I did throughout the week this week. That's the only kind of shopping I've done. That's it.
Right. So I'm not getting a whole lot of writing done, I don't think, before Christmas. But then, I've got to buckle down and really get I've got a bunch of stories for the critter book anyway. And I just posted something today about dogs.
But do you have when you sit down to write, do you kind of go a song or a story? Do you have to kind of choose which one you want to do that day, or your mood will tell you?
So, like, for instance, I've got a song, partial song goes, you call my name. Every time I think I'm strong, you pull me back and prove me wrong. My life's just not the same when you are gone. You call my name. Only it's about chocolate.
I love your voice.
Oh, thank you.
Voice. That's beautiful. Do you have CDs?
Pardon?
You have CDs?
Oh no, that is an entirely different story. That's a year-long story.
So you perform live? Is there anywhere anyone can buy you?
Absolutely, perform live. I don't even know. Somewhere, Jolene, I'll have to ask Jolene, who is my best friend and my website manager. I had some music on there. I'll see if I can get it back because I think she took it off.
Is there anywhere we can purchase your music?
No.
Well,
I know. No.
Beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, the point being is, like, I have all these ideas, but you do have to sit down and sort of choose something. And it seems like writing these days, writing, not songwriting, is coming to me faster, easier, better.
The more you write, the more it gets easier. It does get easier. My first book took me so long to write. And then after that, look what happened.
25 years for the first book, and then 2.5 years for the next 5, right?
Exactly. So, hey, it comes a lot easier. It really does.
It's sort of like, forgive me, this is a little crude, but it's sort of like having to pee. Once you, once you break the seal, oh, look out, then you're done. Then everything keeps going, right? But until such time. So once you broke the seal, you got going, girl.
That's it. You can't stop.
No, exactly.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love it. I love it. Karen is saying we need more like you. With your singing, I cannot sing a note. I cannot. When I was in school, I applied for the choir. And you know what the teacher said to me? She says, don't even try to sing, but you can try playing a musical instrument.
Can you paint? Can you draw? Can you stuff?
I painted this whole house.
Yeah, see, like, not me. I'm, everybody has their skills sets, and painting would not be mine.
But I cannot sing enough. I used to play the harp. I did play the harp.
See?
Yeah, I did. Now, if I had to play it again, I'd have to take a refresher course. I played the harp in, we call it grammar school. I was like between the age of 13 and 15.
Yeah.
And I did solo in the orchestra. So I did it for 2.5 years. But my dad, when we were at school, he says, you have to play a musical instrument. You have to learn how to read music. So we all had to choose an instrument, me and my sisters. So my sisters chose the recorder and I chose the harp. And my dad's like, you had to pick the biggest instrument, didn't you?
Yes, but here's the thing. Just think about a chorus of recorders. It would make me go screaming from the room most of the time. So, so screaming from the room or big. Let's go with big.
So you play the guitar, obviously. I do. My husband bought me a guitar for Mother's Day a couple of years ago because I've been dying to learn to play it, and I still have not had time to learn to play it.
Well, then right after the Christmas book. Get it done.
Got it. I'll put it on the list.
So, Tina, I don't know who your peculiar friend is, but nice to meet you too, peculiar friend.
Do you play any other instruments?
I play pigeon piano, sort of like pigeon English, a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
And I started on the piano, so I kind of think in black and white, literally. And I have a lot of fun. I own 2 pianos, so that's a whole nother story. But I haven't played in a while, so I'd like to really get back to that. But right now, I'm just busy.
You're just busy. We got one here, Lisa. She plays the flute. I can't sing either, Tina, but I play the flute. That'd be
nice
to play. Do you play the flute?
I have played the flute. I don't play it well. I have. Yeah, I picked it up, and again, there are certain things that just make sense. It's like math. Math is always the same. The processes might be different, but the numbers 1 + 1 is always 1, and it's the same kind of thing.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Going like you're a lunatic lady, but that's okay.
Now, I love your sense of humor. I really do. And I know your books are kind of like a laugh out loud kind of books.
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah. And also, I was reading, they have recipes.
They do. Well, the first one, I only had one recipe. I don't even remember how it got in there. Maybe Stephanie said, you need to tell me about your blueberry muffins. I think that's maybe what it was, because I had written, one of my boys was coming to visit, and I made blueberry muffins. And I'm actually working on the Vermont Homesteaders Comfort Food Cookbook.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is. It's big. We're getting there. It's a lot of recipes. But, it's Christmas. And what do you do at Christmas? You bake. And by the way, I love macaroons. I was reading your post.
Oh, you saw my cookie post?
Oh, my gosh. That was amazing. You should, if you haven't seen Tina's cookie post, you guys really need to look at it. There's like 5 gazillion cookies. And I laugh because
that's the only time I bake cookies. I'm with the grandkids. And in fact, we're going to do it on the 18th because they're coming up on the 18th of December. I guess I'll have to be ready for Christmas by then. But
I think the
18th are coming up for the weekend. We're going to go pick the tree. And my husband will cut the tree down. So we'll all go cut the tree, have hot chocolate, and then come home and bake cookies and decorate the tree. And then probably do more cookie baking on Sunday and wrap them up for gifts.
That's the best.
I will post pictures, but it's the only time I bake cookies because I cannot have them in the house.
Oh, well, me neither, because in about 27 seconds, they're gone. Yeah. One of the things that I do have is every once in a while, I post what I call my cookie jar news. And it's always funny, the cookie jar, which lives in my corner. And the first thing, the moment my boys come home from wherever they might be, the first thing I hear is clink, 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 clink. They're checking the cookie jar.
Oh,
so you got to have cookie jar news. And actually, I will give you do you have a good hot cocoa recipe from scratch?
Do I have a hot cocoa recipe? I do. I do. It's right here.
No. I got one for you. I'll send it to you. It's super easy. No, yuck. That's not cocoa. Oh no, that's the picture that's gonna freeze. Great.
You asked.
Well, I did. I will. I'll send you one. It's super easy. Yeah, super easy.
Okay.
I like Tina. I thought I said I like tuna. I'm going, oh, hi Peggy, she's back. Anyway,
yes, sorry. You gotta share your hot chocolate recipe for sure.
I will send it to you.
Send it to me, and if you want to post it in my group, hey, are you a part of my group? I think I invited you. You can post it.
I think I am. It's all a blur. And I'm not kidding. I'm not being a jerk.
I don't know if you accepted or not. I can't remember.
If you invited me, I accepted.
Okay, then you are a member.
There you go.
There you go.
This is the blind leading the blind. I don't know. Am I? Are you? I don't know.
Do you bake a lot? I mean, like every weekend or every day or night?
I used to. So my youngest son, I used to bake every single day. My youngest son, my husband would come home from work, and when my youngest son North was like 2.5, he'd meet my husband. Maybe not even that. Meet my husband at the door and would give him the report. Mama didn't make no cooks. Mama didn't make no ice cream. Mama didn't make no bonbons. Mama made bread. Mama didn't make no cake, no pie, no ice cream. And we'd go on through literally every day. I used to bake all our bread, bake brownies and cookies. And, I had all these 4 growing boys. And if you're going to feed kids junk food, then I think it needs to be the good stuff. It's got to be from scratch and made with love and not have 5 million unpronounceable ingredients.
I can't wait to see your cookbook. And I just saw the post you were talking about. I'm Tina's peculiar friend.
Yeah,
that's Ruth Benson. And she didn't.
She always comes up with the best memes.
You got to click on the blue link up the top, Ruth, to let StreamYard show me your name. It's a privacy thing. But she lives in the small town called Peculiar. And I just love the name of that town. And I told her I'm going to steal it and put it in a book.
You should.
I just love that. I just love it. But who that is. So, but I can't wait to see some of your recipes. So these are your original own recipes?
Most of them. Somebody asked me, several people asked me, and I said, oh, yes. And then I thought, oh, no, I borrowed recipes. I give the people credit for those. Like my friend Jolene gave me her snowball recipe. I didn't make them, and I thought, yes, I have, and I compared notes, and hers were better. Mine were good, hers were better, so I used hers. And besides which, you know what? It's a story. There's always a story. There's a story attached to the recipes.
Do you have a favorite recipe?
Yes. No. Chocolate? No, I don't. It depends. Like I love the Sue Peterson. Sorry, I'm trying to think. The brain cells are like children, your mother, your grandchildren, they suck the brain cells from your head. You're never the same.
Totally.
You're like,
what's this? This is hot chocolate. What's this one? Chocolate balls with hot chocolate mix and marshmallows inside.
Ooh, that sounds like it could be good.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was. They didn't click on the privacy link.
Hello, there's Mia.
That sounds really good.
It does.
Now I'm talking about food here right now, but your recipes, is it going to be basically baking or,
no, so there's a lot of things. It's, I call it Christmas memories, but there's a lot of Thanksgiving recipes. Actually, I polled a lot of people and said, should I talk about how to make a turkey? And 98% of the people said, yes, please do, either because they have not on the grounds that people haven't made turkeys or haven't done it in a long time, or maybe that I did it in a way that other people didn't. So they were interested in that. So there's a lot of cookies, but there's a lot of other things. There's like my very favorite cranberry strawberry sauce. I have no clue why I came up with it. Oh, it's fabulous.
It's really good.
So I'll tell you, because it's easy. If you guys are listening, take note. This is a really good one. So making cranberry sauce is about the easiest thing in the world. Have you ever done it? It's a cup of water and a cup of sugar, and you bring it to a boil, and you add a bag of cranberries and let it boil for 10 minutes. Voila, you got cranberry sauce. That's it. But if you're going to do that, buy a 1 pound bag of frozen strawberries.
Okay.
And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take the strawberries out of the freezer. Okay. Then you're going to do the water and the sugar and then the cranberries. And the reason for that is you're going to use about half a pound or half the bag of strawberries. And by the time the cranberry sauce is done, they're defrosted enough so that you can actually cut them and not like cut your fingers off, having everything rolling everywhere.
What about fresh strawberries? Can you use fresh ones? Or
you can. I wouldn't. You can. I would. I think it's better if you use the frozen ones. Among other things, what happens is when you put the frozen strawberries in, two things happened. Because of the heat and the cold, the flavor really infuses well. And also the frozen strawberries help to cool down your cranberry sauce.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Denise has got a good question for you here.
Hi, Denise. Made that you thought you'd love but said never make again. Oh, that is a good question.
That's a good one.
Honestly, the answer to that would be there's probably a couple that I came up with that I thought I really had to try and thought never again. Oh, God. At the top of my head, I can't think of anything exactly. Usually what happens is if I find somebody else's recipe and I try it and I don't like it, I think, okay, what would I do differently? How would I make this work? And the other answer is anything with liver.
I love liver.
I'm not a liver.
Oh, well, I love liver.
Bully for you.
Liver, onions, and mashed potatoes and gravy. It's the best. Well done. It has to be well done.
Yeah. It gives me the heebie-jeebies, but if you're happy, I'm happy.
You wouldn't like black pudding either then.
Tell me what's in it. Oh, it's blood?
Yeah, it's pig's blood. That's all it is.
As long as it wasn't filtered through the liver, I might be okay.
Coagulated pig's blood that looks like a beef patty or meat patty, and you fry it just like you're frying a sausage patty.
Yeah, but see, you're from Great Britain, and you have things like.
My husband thinks it's disgusting.
Well, you have things like spotted dick and toad in the hole.
Oh yeah, spotted dick and toad.
Maybe we shouldn't go there.
Oh my! And then we have skinheads on a raft underneath the sun. Do you know what that is?
Oh, well, that's fun.
Skinheads on a raft underneath the sun is baked beans on toast with an egg on top.
What? Somebody has a really good sense of humor.
That is a really good one too.
Ooh, baby.
And then they have skinheads on a raft up Schitt's Creek. And that
good.
Is baked beans on toast with steak sauce.
When I got married, we eloped. We went to Montana. We eloped.
Cool.
And oh yeah, it was very cool. We got married in front of an old log cabin by an old cowboy. It was really a lot of fun. That's a whole story. I'll have to tell you that story sometime.
I want to hear it. I'm gonna write it. Just write it.
I will. I'll write it. But anyway, the point being, we went to this old log cabin, the Rocky Knobs, to have dinner. And the waitress was asking us if we needed steak sauce. And then she said, I had a customer last week who said, God, I hope not. Don't need steak with steaks. Okay. Good thinking. Anyway.
This is turned into a cooking show.
Or what not to cook.
I know you wrote books too. But I love talking recipes. I do. Here we go. Look at this one from Denise too. Okay, Tina, you need to write a cookbook too. English cookbook. Scotch eggs. Have you ever had Scotch eggs?
I've heard of them. I've never had them.
Those are delicious. My son loves them. My grandkids love them. I grew up with Scotch eggs. But what Scotch eggs are is it's a hard-boiled eggs. You get the pound of sausage meat, right? I make a dozen at a time. Pound of sausage meat, cut it into fours, so you have a quarter of a pound per egg.
Yeah.
You wrap the sausage meat around the hard-boiled egg. Then you roll it in breadcrumbs, and then you deep fry them.
I thought you were going to say, and then you like poach them in Scotch whiskey or something like that.
That might be good too, but they're from Scotland. But you deep fry them until the sausage meat is cooked.
Oh,
they're so good. Scotch eggs. Yeah.
It sounds good.
They're really good. My son loves making them. He grew up on them too.
Sure.
I should make an English cookbook. But let's get back to your books. We could talk about food until the cows come home.
Well, that was part of it. We were talking about food.
It is
the cranberry sauce and stuff like that. So yes, there's like herb cheese. It's I love herb cheese, Boursin, which is lovely and very expensive.
I don't do a lot of baking because I can't have all this food in my house. I'll just be sitting down and eating all day.
Oh, but you definitely want to make herb cheese. Anything like herb cheese. My favorite kinds of recipes, just so you know, are the kinds that are super simple and make you look like a kitchen goddess. It's like, yes, there is a God. Thank you. A lot of those in this book. A lot of those.
Do you cook dinner every night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yes, of course. You don't. And I don't have a microwave. I will not have a microwave in my house. I'm like,
you're good. Good for you, because it's my best friend some nights. It is.
I was like, yeah, I don't think I need to nuke things. It just scares me. You know, I'm a weenie.
Does your husband cook?
No.
Oh.
All four of my boys cook and bake to varying degrees because they like to eat.
Right. Yeah. My husband does cook. He's got some brilliant venison recipes. He makes the best burgers, and there's other ones that he does with the backstrap. So there's some recipes that he's really good at, and he always cooks the fish. I'd ruin the fish. He's a brilliant cook when it comes to the fish.
Well, that's the good news. Yeah. So have you ever had just venison in oil with garlic? Let it, sit for 24 hours and stick it on a grill? Ooh, it's really good.
Is it good? What part of meat? What part?
Either loin or steaks.
The steak. The steak likes to pound, and then we cut them in strips, and then he has recipes with that.
Sure. But
I'll try.
Like just tonight, we had venison steaks. Baked potatoes, and green salad with homemade dressing. And it was a simple, delicious dinner. It
sounds really good. Virgie Lane said, my grandchildren would not make it without a microwave.
Sorry for that, Virgie. Thank you, Denise.
There you go.
There you go. Nice to say. Karen, jack of all trades now.
Hey, we'll collaborate a cookbook together.
We should do that. We can have fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh my gosh. I got it. Wonder though. Oh boy.
Hey. Oh, here comes Miss Nellie. My Jack.
Hello, Miss Nellie.
Yeah, we have dogs. So anyways, but your books. Okay. We have Christmas Memories and It's a Good Life. Now I know they're on Amazon.
Life is good. So here, already? Okay.
Life is good. You hold them up. There we go.
I'm not sure how to do this.
There we go, right there. Right there. Who did the cover?
Memories.
Did you do the cover?
Stephanie mostly did the cover. What happens is that we talk about what kinds of things we'd like to have. So for instance, this is Life is Good. See if I can do this.
Up a little bit. There you go. Perfect.
Great. Sort of. I'm sorry. I'm really all right. This direction. There we go.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, I'm really blonde. It's terrible. I really like borders, for instance. So we were looking for something sort of Americana and country and simple. This was what we came up with. And then her designer, Gus Woo. I'm sorry, Gus. I always get this wrong. I'm really bad about his name for whatever reason. Anyway, he sort of put everything together for us. So it's really a combination of the three of us. But to be fair, I don't have a visually artistic bone in my body. Full disclosure.
But they are on Amazon. Are they available on Amazon? Are they available anywhere else? Are they available anywhere else?
You can get them at any bookstore because it would go through Ingram Spark. There's several bookstores in Vermont that are carrying them. You can get them through my website, nancycareyjohnson.com.
There you go.
There you go.
Put that in the links after we're done going live. Okay. Whatever links you want to put in the comments, go ahead and leave them.
Oh, like I'm really going to know how to do that. Okay, I'll try this.
You wrote a book. You should.
That was the easy part. Like now you want me to do the tech stuff as well?
I do.
That's why I have Jolene, because truly, I mean, she would tell you she's probably rolling on the floor laughing right now, going, "Oh my God, she's such a technological idiot."
Oh, you're just entertaining. I just love it. But if you need me to put your links in, are you able to message them to me? Dare I ask?
That's a hard question. I don't know if I can answer that one.
I will gladly put your links up for you.
Yeah, well, I'll see what I can do. If not, I'll call for help. SOS.
There you go. Just SOS me, and we'll see what we can do. Normally, I would put it up here in the banner, but we were having so many problems trying to stay connected before we went live. I didn't have a chance to get your website info to put up as a banner.
Yeah, that's all right. I appreciate it.
But we have this one. Wait a minute. TinaHoganGrank.com.
There you go. Well, they can get a hold of you. Well, it's on nancycareyjohnson.com.
There you go. That's what it is.
Makes it easy, right?
Yes, and we'll put it up in the comments for you. You are doing a giveaway.
Correct? I'm doing a giveaway, yes.
I am. I'm going to leave this up to you. You can tell the readers what you're giving away. Now I'm going to give you the options. I don't want to make it too techie for you.
Oh, thank you.
It would be hard for you to pick a reader tonight because it says Facebook users on a few of them.
Oh, yeah. That's hard. Thanks.
But if you,
what are you guys thinking?
If you like this one right here, this one says Facebook user. If you can go to the top of the comments and click on StreamYard permission to show your name, then Nancy will be able to see you and pick you as a winner. There's one right there. I want to point them out so they can see. We're not seeing your name. Here's another one. I need your book. Go to the top of the comments and click on the blue link to give StreamYard permission to show your name. Otherwise, we can't. Well, we can pick you as Facebook user, the winner. But there's another one. Most of them I'm seeing.
Yeah, I think a little tough.
Here's one. Here's another one. These guys, you need to go to the top and click on the blue link. Here's another one. It might be the same person.
Whoever played the clarinet, well, thank you.
And the reason is because they're watching it from my group, and my group is private. So StreamYard needs to get permission to show their name. If you're watching it from my author page, it's public. So it doesn't ask you for permission. But in my group, it will. But I think there's just those two. Everyone else, we see their names. Oh, wait, here's one.
No, I don't see it. I played clarinet for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever, that is a weird.
You play the clarinet?
I don't know what that means, but no.
Anyway,
somebody Facebook user played the clarinet for 8 years.
Okay, I never played any kind of wind instrument. Have you? Well, you played the flute. You said, correct?
I played yes, I did, but not a lot. Just a pigeon.
Oh,
back to just a little bit. I can get a lot. If I really did it, I could have done it.
Let's get back to your giveaway.
So, how do we do this?
Okay, let's
that's the good stuff, right?
Let's hear what you're giving away first. What are you going to give away?
Okay. Well, so what I was thinking is I would give away a copy of Christmas Memories, a paperback in the U.S., but anybody outside of the U.S., I would be happy to give you a Kindle version. Because it's like $15 to $20 just to mail it outside of the U.S.
Unfortunately, it has to be U.S. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but U.S. soil, it can be I'll give you a paperback version of ready, shameless. And again, outside of the U.S., I'm happy to give you a Kindle version.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. Now,
anyway, so there you have it.
I'm going to leave it up to you to pick a winner. And do you know how to find the video after we've gone live? Do you know where it is?
Not a clue.
Not a clue. If I tag you, will you find it?
Yes, I can find that. If you tag me, I can do that. Even I can do that.
I will tag you after the video, and you can go through the comments and pick a winner. Okay? Would you be able to post your winner after you picked it, or shall I do that?
Yes, I can do that. I'm hopeless, but I'm not that hopeless.
I didn't know.
Oh my God, stop! I can't believe it.
Okay, so I will tag you. It's probably going to be in the group.
Sorry, can you tell I grew up in Brooklyn?
Huh? What?
I lost you. Be in the group something.
Oh, I will tag you in the group, and you will pick your winner from there. Okay. You got me? Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. You can pick your winner tonight or tomorrow. It's up to you. It's entirely up to you when you want to pick your winner.
I haven't gotten that far. Let's try to get it done. If we can do it tonight, that's great. And if not, first thing, I'm up early. Like at 3:30 in the morning. There I am going, well, I'm wide awake. What am I going to do now?
I'll tag you as soon as I get done.
Yeah, you got it.
You got me?
Thank you.
You got it?
I really appreciate that. I do. You know what? I got it. I
Okay.
hope. I can follow it down.
Okay.
But the one
Well, I will.
thing I will say is really please, Facebook users, so that we can put you into the
click on the blue link. And I know we're cutting out right now. I can see we're cutting out. Oh, frustrating. I need to make that call. I'm going to do it tomorrow. But is there anything else you want to say?
I'm gonna check on that.
What's that?
I mean, I could talk all night. So no, I said I could talk all night. I'm sure. No, I think I've gotten a lot of really nice reviews and nice comments. And honestly, sorry, they've made my eyes leak. I was just thinking today, and I wrote about it, how writing a book is like raising a child. You put all your time and your effort and your energy into it, and then it's done, and you blow it a kiss, goodbye, and let it go. And hopefully it thrives and it does well. And that's really, it's like raising a child. That's what you do. You let go and you're like, wait, all this time, all this energy, it's emotional and physical, and all of a sudden it's done. And so it's been a pleasure to have so many people say so many kind, nice things about my books. It's wow. Sorry. It's amazing. And I hope they enjoy them.
I've heard great things about you.
Thank you.
I have, and I will be reading a copy. But I want to thank everyone.
I'll send you copies.
Even without
everybody for being here.
Yes, and I'm sorry for the internet cutting out. I need to fix that one. But thank you so much, Nancy, for being with us. You are a gem, and you are serious.
Thank you for reaching out. Thank you. It's truly been my pleasure. It was so nice. I'd seen your picture. I saw your books. I've seen your whatever. So it's really nice to connect with you. It's been really a pleasure.
And we'll do this again. And I promise we'll get better internet connection for it. I'm going to call him tomorrow because this is not the first time it's happened.
So I am going to get a hold of you. I'm going to get a hold of you tomorrow to make sure you made that phone call.
Do it. I need that show.
You said you're going to make the call. All right.
I will make the call, and I'm going to tag you right now after we get done, so you can go through and pick your winner.
Perfect.
All right, guys.
Great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good luck, everybody.
Yes. Good luck, everybody. And when
whoever
wins the book, be sure to leave your review and let everyone know what you thought about her book. All right, guys. Good night. You can stay on.
Thank you so much. Have a good night. Thanks for coming in.
Bye.